Hey, got the big wheel. Got the big wheel. Got the big wheel going on. Today's gonna be an all GoPro video, right? On the big wheel. On a cold day. I don't know how cold it is, but I got a hoodie on, so it's cold in Florida if you got a hoodie on. Oh, and it's not working. I'm shivering, yo. We're actually heading downtown right now, right? Cause I want to show you guys something. And that one is not helping. Something I learned today, well, something I've been learned through YouTube about Clearwater that many of you guys may not know, but see every day in Clearwater, but probably don't pay too much mind to it. So today I'm gonna let you guys in on what's going on in downtown Clearwater. I've been in Clearwater for almost maybe not half my whole life, but a big part of my life, right? So ever since I came here, we came straight to Clearwater. And for the whole time I've been here, I've always been maybe an hour and a half from downtown Clearwater. So you could say I have spent quite a bit of time in downtown. And the whole time I've been there, I've always seen these people. But I never knew what they did or who they were, right? And you may be asking yourself, what are you talking about? Who are you talking about? If you head downtown Clearwater to the whole downtown in general, you will see a bunch of people dressed in a very I don't know, like proper manner with like ties and like dress shoes and dressing clothes and stuff, like they're going to like a party or something, all over downtown. And you're gonna see them and you're gonna ask yourself, like, who are all these people? What are they doing? And where are they going? Because you see them on the corners of every street, walking, running across the street, talking to each other, literally all over downtown. They're gonna be in the Starbucks, they're gonna be at the light, they're gonna be trying to catch a bus. And that's the questions I ask myself every single time I went downtown for the past few years, till literally a few days ago this year, 2019, I learned who they are, what they do, what they represent, and a little bit of their inner circle, on their traditions, on their way of being. And I was so intrigued that I kept looking more and more. And it's just like, the deeper I look into them, the scarier they are. The scarier they are, and the more how do I say this? The more I don't know what way exactly I feel towards them, but I feel some type of way towards them. Yeah, I'm gonna let you in on their little secret, because after this you for sure are gonna want to look into these people, because you're gonna be also intrigued after I tell you a few things about what they do and who they are. Right now I am heading, actually, like I've always said, I've never lived more than at least half an hour from downtown. So I am riding my bike downtown to show you guys these people. If you haven't been downtown Clearwater or to Florida in general, and if you have been and or live in Clearwater, I'm just gonna let you in on who they are and what they do. So that's what we're doing and where we are headed right now. So we're actually downtown already. After I cross this light, it's downtown Clearwater. And actually, big fact, these people own almost all of downtown Clearwater because they have bought out all the buildings from Clearwater, the Clearwater community themselves, so they can basically make downtown completely theirs, and which you could say they kind of already have. You could say it is already theirs, because I'm not sure what percent it is that it's all that's theirs, but it's a big percent. Right now I'm like headed towards the Memorial Causeway to go from Clearwater to Clearwater Beach. Maybe I could go this way. If you haven't heard about them or don't know who they are the, what are they? Oh, they are the Scientologists of Clearwater, but they don't only reside in Clearwater, but a lot of other places. Like California, but Clearwater, Florida is their base location, where their big church is at. And we are actually almost there. This to the right is the courthouse for Pinellas County. Fact. And after I cross this, we're gonna go and we're actually gonna bump into their big church, which is home to like a lot, if not all of it, who are here in Clearwater. I hope my tire's not going flat, because I think it is. Anyways, once I make this left, you guys are gonna see the big yellow building. That's gonna be their big Scientology church. And then to the left is gonna be the Fort Harrison Hotel, which they bought in like the 1800s. But they remodeled it so it looks kind of modern, but also a little old. So right here, the big yellow building is the Scientologist church. It's one of the biggest. I think it's bigger than the one in California. And so you see all those buses. They did this all right here. They remodeled this. This right here to the left is the Fort Harrison Hotel, which they own, which also is where they bring all of the people that are interested in learning about Scientology, and they put them here for them to stay, and then they just cross them across the bridge and they put them into the church. We're going to cross this light and then we're going to be right in front of the church. So that's the church right here. This building is the church. that is the church. It's the flag building. It's one of the branches of Scientology, which is one of the biggest. I actually links to YouTube channels that really go in depth on what they do and who they are, which are very interesting. So I suggest you guys watch them. They'll be in the description below. So if you guys are interested, for sure, click on them and go watch them. But if I were to fly my drone, you would see how big this place is. Because right here, it doesn't look as big, but it is huge. I'm telling you. And hopefully, I don't get in trouble for talking about them. Because I have learned that people that go after them or talk about them, like, get in trouble because then the church finds out and then they like go after you because they don't want people talking about them or something like that. So hopefully I don't get in trouble. But if you see those videos, you're gonna know what I'm talking about when I say get in trouble with these people. But enough of that. Let me take you around the rest of downtown Clearwater and show you where some of their locations are at. So right now we're on South Fort Harrison Street. That's a church. I'm not sure who owns it, but it's been there for quite a while. This building in front of me to the right is also theirs. They do more classes, more teachings here also. It is about 5-story building. But on the bottom level here, they have like old pictures of what used to be Clearwater back in the day. So the Peninsular Telephone Exchange building, built in 1906, is now this recognizable Dunkin' Donuts. So this is pretty cool to see. So the Church of Scientology purchased its retired service station in Pinellas County and covered it into a walking park. That being that which we just went by. So that's what I mean. They've bought almost every building here and they turned it into whatever they wanted. This Capitol Theater has been here for quite a while, and it is of course still here. It's just a little remodeled. This building is the one we're in front of right now, which used to look like this. The Coachman building in Clearwater was the first high-rise when it was built in 1916. And it now looks like this, which we're actually on the left side of it right now, being over here, which is going straight into downtown Clearwater towards its pier. So the sign says Sandcastle Church of Scientology Religious Retreat. So this is where they come stay for religious retreats. Fancy, huh? That's what I'm saying. So we are now actually in all of its glory in downtown Clearwater at its pier, at its boat pier, fishing pier. I come here a lot because it's an amazing place to spend the day for a sunset, for a walk with the dogs, for anything. As you can tell, look at that sunset. It's going down, very beautiful. Okay, so now we're at the pier. And then if you turn around, boom, you can see all the buildings, almost all the buildings from downtown. I can see the Church of Scientology from here, of course, to the left, the Clearwater Library, the City Hall building, which is pretty old. And next to the City Hall building, that white building, to the right of it is a light vanilla building, which is, of course, I heard on the videos, and is where they also put their people who come to retreats here in Clearwater, Florida. So just alone in downtown, you have that building, you have the Fort Harrison, and then you have the sandcastle to the left where people come to stay when they come for retreats. But I'm just now realizing and learning all of this. It's amazing. It's something I didn't know for so long. I'm amazed on how much they own. They also tried buying the Clearwater Aquarium across the Memorial Causeway, but they didn't get it because Clearwater didn't want to let it go. So in case you guys want to see a different view, we're gonna go up this street. These condos in front to the left, I think, is theirs. It wasn't there a few months ago this year, so now it is. And I think I heard Tom Cruise actually owns and or wanted to buy one of those condos, but I'm not sure if he did or didn't. But Tom Cruise, if you didn't know, he's a Scientologist, and he has been in downtown Clearwater. Just maybe nobody knew, but he has been here. He does come here, and one of those condos in that building might be his. It's a pretty nice building. And then to the right in front of me, you can see the Capitol Theater. Very beautiful building. I like it because it still has that antique look to it, which I like. So yes, that's just more about what the Scientologists own here in downtown Clearwater. But let's get going and I'm gonna show you the rest. We're gonna take a right on this light and we're gonna be, let me show you the city hall for Clearwater. It's a pretty lonely building. It's all the way in the back, away from everybody. But I'm gonna show you guys it, City Hall. So we're going straight towards City Hall right now. City Hall is gonna be to the right of us in this big parking lot. This building all the way in the back from all the other buildings is City Hall. So you might miss it, you might not know what it is, but I'm letting you know it's City Hall. It's a pretty old building also. I'm pretty sure they have not done anything to it in quite a while. It is the original building from when it was first built. I rarely come here. I've never been here checking out City Hall myself, so it's a pretty lonely building. As you can see, barely any cars and no lights whatsoever other than a few outside. And the Oak Cove is the building I was talking about, is also the Scientologists and where they put their people who come to retreats stay at. I'm gonna cross the street here and we're gonna go on the left and the right side of the church. And surprisingly enough, Clearwater Police Department is right down the street from this church. And there are the people called Scientologists. But I'm only telling you what I heard online. So you could also research it for yourself. Let me know what you guys think, and or click in the links below for the videos I'm gonna link, and you guys can watch those and see what you think for yourselves.